Hey everyone, I just picked up this Toro 724 QXE snow thrower. I discovered the quick chute sometimes works but was frequently getting stuck in position. The distance flapper on the chute was working fine. To see what the issue was, I removed the two bolts holding the housing over the gears next to the chute. I also removed two screws holding the housing around the chute joystick. It looked to me like the cable wire was too long that opens and closes the clamp that locks on the gear in place, causing the chute to not turn right and left. I did not see a way to adjust the cable length by the chute. I decided to take apart the chute joystick to see if an adjustment could be done on that end. I used wrenches on both sides of the joystick to loosen the nut and remove the bolt holding it in place. When I removed the bolt, there was a small metal plate with a plastic washer next to it. There was also a smaller metal washer that the nut was against on the far side of the chute joystick in this picture. To remove the chute joystick, I removed the cable connected to the bottom of the joystick. Here you can see the indentation where that metal plate sat up against the joystick. The joystick housing had a screw holding on the top blue button and 3 screws holding the housing together. I removed all 4 screws and stored them in a safe location. In this picture you can see the inside of the joystick. There was not a way to adjust the cable length here either. After some trial and error, I pulled the copper end of the cable out and moved it so the copper end was sitting between the 2 brackets. I carefully snapped the joystick housing together and made sure the cable did not move from the new position it was in. I then installed the 3 screws holding the joystick housing together. I then placed the blue button on top and installed the screw holding it in place. I then reinstalled the cable that was on top of the chute joystick. To do this, I found if I clamped the flap on top of the chute, it gave me more cable to work with to reinstall it. I then inserted the chute joystick from the bottom into position. I placed the loose metal bracket into position in the indentation on the far side of the joystick in this picture. I then inserted the bolt starting from the near side in this picture. As I inserted the bolt, I positioned the large plastic washer right next to the metal plate as the bolt came through on the far side. Once the bolt was all the way through, I added the small metal washer and then the nut on the outside of the bracket connected to the chute rod. Make sure you do not over-tighten the joystick bolt as it could break, and over-tightening will make the joystick hard to use. Before reinstalling the housing around the joystick and chute gears, I did one final test to make sure the chute was operating as intended. Here's the joystick with the arrows noting the location for reinstalling the 2 joystick housing screws. Here is the chute with the arrows noting the location for reinstalling the 2 chute gear housing bolts. Here is a final video demonstrating the fix to the quick stick worked, and the chute is now ready for the next big snowstorm. I hope this video helped you. If so, please like it and select the subscribe button for our channel. Have a great day.